once you start once you start using this agent dashboard, logging into your Connect MLS, your Real Smart Agent, your RSA, going into the docs, the algorithms in your computer are going to start picking up that this is your home, that and this is, I call it like your expressway to your destination, right? Um, so and it's the more, like I said, the more you use it, the more it's going to start picking up. So I'm going to kind of use this as I'm going to just go into MLS as an example. It takes me right into my MLS without searching it up. So, and then once I save my credentials there, my login credentials, I go back to the agent dashboard. I go into my RSA, the same thing. It takes me back. It takes me it can go in, has me log in into my RSA, and here it is. If I go back to the again to the agent dashboard, I go into the documents, and boom, everything is there. So it streamlines everything. So if you're working on your paperwork and your it gives you that ability to see, okay, from the MLS, I created that listing, I put up my listing live. I'm going to go into RSA and now uploaded my documents. If I'm missing any documents, here's the folder with the documents, right? It kind of gives you that organization chart to follow the steps. And so instead of kind of having different avenues of things, where we're supposed to go. And we're finding less cause. We're seeing that there's less cause on, oh, where do I find this? Or how do I do this? Or, because of this agent dashboard. So if you guys are using it, continue to use it. The more, obviously the top four tiles, I call them, are the ones that are very, very important. The first tile, if you're new, it has a lot of great information. It kind of gives you a nice refresher course that about our locations, what step by step what we need to do for depositing commissions. It kind of gives you just an outline of what we need to do. Connect MLS, obviously, that's our main tool as a real estate agent, and our RSA is our main portal that we need to upload our documents. The next row down, it gives us the ability to create an order with a smart title if we're going to be using smart title to close. If all those dot loop users, I'm able to go into the dot loop here. If I go from the agent dashboard directly to the dot loop, I start typing my email address. This is the only one that kind of gives me a little hard time just because it doesn't like populate right away. But I do use that loop, but I don't use it from my work computer. So I think that's why. So it does, but it gives me the ability to go into that loop. Now I have to authenticate it. So I'm just not going to be doing that right now. All right. We did put our bulletin board here. So anything that's going on with HomeSmart Connect, any news, any changes, any updates that we're doing, it's all right here. So we have effectively on January 1st, we have our new pricing changes. Please read over that. That's very important. And we updated all of our staff email list. We updated our organizational chart. We are trying to, as much as we're growing, we're trying to really departmentalize ourselves and create that, not that corporate feel, but that corporate organization. So that's where we're at. Our training calendars are here. Debbie is awesome at creating her schedules in advance. She populates it in here, and the December one is already ready to go. December is a busy month, but we have still trainings. And I think that right now, with our season going into the colder months and, after the holidays, this is the time where we need to grow together to be effective and successful as agents, within the, upcoming spring. Our spring starts in February. So definitely get those trainings in. We have our Zoom link in here. Many people still call the front desk to look for that Zoom link, and it's right here. So everything is here. We're trying to do it as easier and as effectively for you guys to come in and join and to be part of what's going on at HomeSmart. I did want to point out something. Sorry, my phone is it's going off here. Um, did want to point out there's a couple more disclaimers here that sometimes we ask for. We have the advertising checklist that we just updating. Just make sure that because we launched in our new logo, we do have I'm going to click on here, and we need to make sure that we're on compliance with our advertisement. The IDF and the associations are really, cracking down on these things too. And I know that, HomeSmart Connect is doing this as well. So check over this checklist is very informative, and let's all be in compliance. We have if you guys need anything as far as supplies, we have our pricing list for agent supplies here. We have an ACH form. I know a lot of things are going to be updated this upcoming year, with the new year coming in, and you need that HCH form. Please take advantage of this resource, and you can find it here. So a lot of good stuff here. A lot of good stuff. I thought the W-9 was here, but it's not. But I can show you where you can find it. And I know a lot of people that work with referrals and those transactions that require a W-9 are often looking for a W-9. All right. So any questions on any of these tiles? Furthermore, we have our marketing items. So the marketing items is our vendor is called Markful. So Markful, we can order our business cards. They're all updated with our new logo. We can order calendars. We can order name tags. We can order anything that we wish. Our signs are very affordable through Markful, and they're already have been updated with our new logo. So our signs look like this. I know I had an agent ask yesterday if we had certain stuff like a luxury one. We're really working hard. Markful and corporate is working hard on just updating a lot of our signs. The luxury ones can be found in the marketing tab in the RSA. So there's a little bit more. The only thing is that the signs in the RSA will say HomeSmart. So we really have to personalize them to HomeSmart Connect. As a reminder and as a disclosure, we are a HomeSmart family, but our signs have to say HomeSmart Connect because that's who we are under. They're independently owned, and Bill Fleming's franchise is called HomeSmart Connect. Any questions before we move on into the RSA? Actually, I did want to point out this little guy here, right down here. I'm going to tell them to move it up. First month's rent has been posted here on the agent dashboard. If we click on the first month's rent, we have our first month's rent here, whoever, for those rental listings. But it's a little hard to see because you're like, oh, I don't see it. But I'm going to definitely ask them to make it a little bit, and bring it up a little bit more. And all of our trainings on Thursdays are stored in here where it says training video studio. So if you missed this, this training or another training that you were like, oh my gosh, I missed it, you can always go into the training studio, a training video studio, and see it again. It does take about 24 hours. I always like to give it a little more time. So within like 1 or 2 days, you'll see it. Right, Debbie? It's a little,
Yes.
maybe like
Yeah,
24
and
hours. I know.
that's because of the Zoom company.
Yeah,
They
Zoom,
require at
unfortunately,
least
yeah, it's that
24 to
Zoom
48
platform. They
hours.
have to screen
Right,
everything and they have to like their licensing make sure that we are not doing things that we're not
right.
saying things that we're not supposed
And
to.
just to add a
So,
couple of things, if we're
sure.
going to use Smart Title, we're going to need to have that form authorized.
Okay.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
there's a new
Sure.
form that we have to authorize that we want to be a part of the Smart Title program so that we can in fact get paid at the closing.
So is that for us,
It's
Debbie, or is that for the
all
attorney?
agents will need to sign an agreement that they're willing to be using Smart Title to be paid at the
Oh,
closing.
okay. Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
there's
Yeah.
an actual authorization agreement.
Okay.
And
Okay. That makes
then
sense.
back on the dashboard,
Mm-hmm.
I also wanted to point out Lofty.
Yes.
Lofty is a
Mm-hmm.
CRM that we
And it's
are recommending. Again, it's a replacement for what people were using for KV Core.
mm-hmm.
So if you needed if you wanted to understand how Lofty works, we have that coming up on a Zoom call also Thursday, December. Hang
It's-
on, I just saw the calendar and it reminded me.
I think
Um,
it's next Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, or the third Thursday of the month.
I think it's the third. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the
Yes.
third Thursday. Yes, it is going to be December 11th.
Yeah.
Michael
Okay. So then
Gilbeck
it's next
is
Thursday,
going to
my
give us
friends.
a Zoom call on how to work Lofty. And
Sure. So it's
that they offer a discounted price of $40 a month for that program.
mhm. And I am using Lofty. I was so used to the whole KV Core thing, and I
Mhm.
wasn't a big fan of CRM when I first started to be an agent. But I did see that, it keeps you it has that constant contact with your clients. And I also like their marketing too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nice tools. And I know that they were reamping that. So I'm so
Mhm.
excited to have that class on next week
Yeah.
with Lofty.
And
So
then it
check
ties
it
right
out.
in with Diane's presentation, which is also going to be in person next Tuesday, December 9th, here in Arlington Heights, with the 36 touch plan,
Of
which
course.
that's what Lofty's all about, is keeping in touch
Absolutely.
with your sphere. And
Hmm.
so it would be
Absolutely.
awesome to have this as a tool to continue to market to your clients.
And this is the perfect time, right? We're going into like, okay, right after the holidays, we launch off our new tools, we launch off our new ideas, we launch our, off to progress for the next year as agents, right? So yeah,
Exactly.
if you want to know further more about Lofty and our CRM, again, RSA can be a CRM, but it just stores your contacts. It doesn't send out dream campaigns. It doesn't send out like, it doesn't have a lot more perks. And
Mhm.
if you need that extra layer of a connection, right? And that constant
Right.
contact connection, then this would be
And Lofty
your
does not only emails, but also text,
yes, yes, yes.
which is
Awesome. Thank you so,
awesome.
yeah, thank you so much. All right. So Lofty can be found with this little guy here. So I'm gonna kind of bring them a little forward. I'm gonna tell them to bring
Yeah.
them a little because it's like if you see the dashboard right here and then you scroll down and then you're like, okay, where is it? But yeah. Um, all right, awesome. All right, then we're going to connect to the RSA, and I am going to be going through a couple housekeeping things. So every time when I come in and train, I'm told just to kind of just recap a little bit of how a few of housekeeping things for compliance,
Hmm.
just so it can just work a little bit more smoother, right? So
Right.
we're going to go into RSA and I'm going to go into mine. Um, so first things first, if you are newer to Real Smart Agent, I'm going to just go over a few of the categories here, but everybody knows that our main focus is going to be, like as agents when we're in our RSA is going to be transactions. If you are using Smart Docs has the ability to give us that e-sign, e-signature, um, you know, um, platform. It just does that. You create that e-sign document, it sends it over. You create you assign the your clients to sign it, and then it sends it away. It's not in place of a dot loop or DocuSign or anything like that. It really is just a quick thing to send off, right?
Right.
So we do have the ability of that, and this is free. There's no extra fee for
Right.
that. It is included in the RSA. Um, sorry, I was typing. Coming soon, they do want us to be encouraged to list our listings here,
Yeah,
just
and they don't
because
even
it
have to be on the MLS yet.
absolutely you don't have to be in the MLS yet. It gives the ability for the other HomeSmart families in the other states to inquire about your property. Say you have, say like this one, say you have an agent from Texas that is looking to, for a client that is relocating to Chicago and is looking for this rental here in Chicago. Well, that agent is going to call you and say, "Hey, listen, I saw your rental on in the RSA. Give me a little bit more information." And here you go. This is kind of like our own little network and
Mhm.
to promote our listings.
Well,
So
and
even
that's
if
the big argument with Zillow and Compass right now
yeah,
is their private network. So this is our private network that
this
we
is
need to
our
be
private
taking
network.
advantage of.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's especially because we have so many. Look at all these locations throughout the US, that with HomeSmart. I mean, I'm actually in Texas right now, and I think there's an office about an hour from here, and I'm a little, if I had more time, I would love to go and visit, just to
Yeah,
see, just to see how it looks, and definitely kind of create that relationship that, hey,
right.
let's we're all part of the same family here. So yeah, please check out the coming soon listings. Marketing has definitely reamped their ability. We're going to go through marketing today, but yeah. So I won't touch much. I won't introduce it until we touch base on that. Here's our CRM that I was talking about. So CRM, it really is just this, when you create that listing, that buyer broker or it tells you, do you want to add it to your CRM? It really just holds information. It really, and then it doesn't do much to it. So that's what I mean. If you want that just extra layer of communication and connection, please check out Lofty.
Mhm.
Um, and then place a referral. I am going to focus a little bit on placing a referral. Many agents are doing this, and they're inquiring. how to do it. So to place a referral, and I would, and this is when you do it the first time, this disclosure is going to pop up. So please, read it over and then you can place the referral. So by entering the customer contact information, submitting it to HomeSmart, the HomeSmart referring agent agrees to a 25% referral fee. Okay, so just so FYI, that it's a 25% referral fee. You place the referral,
So if
it's
you made
going,
friends with somebody in Texas and they want to send
mhm,
somebody your way,
yeah.
you would have to pay
So it
that
gives you,
broker
yeah, you have to
25%.
pay 25%. Yes, it is a disclosure, right from the get-go that you are agreeing to pay 25%. So there's a drop down here. Outbound broker to broker is when, for instance, I'm in Texas, Debbie's in Illinois. um, Illinois, Debbie is going to be referring me a client for me to service them, to help them out here in Texas. That is outside the broker to broker. In um, Inbound is like if we're doing it within Illinois, okay?
Ah, okay.
With okay, or an outbound is also too like I don't necessarily have to belong to HomeSmart Connect, you
Oh,
know.
it could be
So
an
it
outside
could
of
be an
our
outside, yeah.
HomeSmart office. Gotcha.
So yeah. So say you're referring somebody out to Maryland and and it's an outbound.
Yeah.
Inbound is more it, it's more of a, oh, this is the relocation. I'm sorry, this is the referral for a relocation, but this one's a little different. But it is, so this is how to do an outbound referral. And it gives it so it's very clear and concise for that reason that they want to make sure that there is no misunderstanding that
Right.
you will be paying a 25% um, referral. Because keep in mind, if we're doing from company to another company, you want to be clear as possible. You
Yeah,
know, when we
absolutely.
do it from within our company, we can, we can do 25, we can do 30, we can do 50, whatever we negotiate to.
Right.
But from an outbound broker to broker, it needs to be clear.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So, and then we have our education tab here with our class schedules, our training videos, a lot more stuff that, there's downloads here that um, you can check out
Well,
for
if you missed
NAR
any of the
safety
Elevate
stints.
classes that were
Mm-hmm.
all of them were being recorded, and you can find them all here.
Yeah, yeah. So under education, there are videos.
Hmm.
And the videos walks you through step by step, even creating a transaction in the RSA. You know, there's the Elevate 2023. I wonder if there's a Elevate. Oh, there it is. Elevate 2025. Please check
Hmm.
out these. It pumps you up. It's really nice. They're very nice videos to kind of just, even if they're in the background noise while you're creating a transaction in the RSA, right? Like it gives you motivation. So yeah, check out these videos here.
Well, and I always
There's
say you're good at what you practice. So the
mhm,
more you
mhm.
practice, the better you're going to get at it.
And when I'm doing my orientations and or my trainings, even now I'm kind of like revisiting a lot of new not just new agents, but also agents that have been with us for a while, for a year or two or three. Excuse me. They they're saying, Anna, I didn't realize that. the RSA had a lot more features than I thought. I just go into the RSA and go strictly to transactions, and then that's it. I do my thing and then leave, right? And
Right.
so please take advantage of the other features that the RSA has. That's why we were, every time when we do the RSA training, I point out these other features because it is really nice to explore. The more you explore, the more you learn, and you're like, oh, I didn't know I had this. Oh, I didn't know I
Right.
had that. And that's how exactly how you learn. So so I just wanted to introduce those. We do have our downloads. Downloads here in the actual tab here, not on the ones, not on the other. There's a downloads under education, but the downloads right under the calendar. I love this feature because you remember how when everything was not streamlined, we needed a
Right.
form for a form, and the hardest thing was to locate a form. We either had to go through the MLS or we had to go through the front desk
Right.
or
Right.
so all of our forms that are on our agent folder, which is in our on our dashboard, on our main dashboard that we just visited, can be found here. So if we're looking for a specific folder and say I'm looking for, I need the relationship disclosure that I that compliance is asking me because I just sold a house to my son.
Right.
I just put relation and it pops up. Disclosure
Wow.
of relationship to agent. Look how quick you downloaded, and as soon as you download it, it goes up to fillable. It's
Yeah.
fillable, you know. So if I need
And of course, you
let's
can scroll through to
oh,
familiarize
you can
yourself with
scroll down,
documents
you
are
can
here.
filter it here. So all this is under all, you can filter it. Say you just want, I don't want all, I just want buyer contract forms. Okay.
Yeah.
And it just shows me the
Populates
buyer
all of
contract,
those.
what's related to the buyer. Anything,
Mhm.
it's cued to that word buyer, right?
Right.
So
It's
go.
intuitive.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we say I want, it has something to do with commission statement, and it shows me all the commission, the
Wow.
company commission and compensation. We did have to include both of those words. Some of us call them compensation, and the other one, we some else, I call it the commission statement because that's,
Right.
so we did include it in here. There's other office forms. There's policy and procedure manual. It's or W9 is here.
For
As I
each
was saying,
office. For each
for each
office.
office, our licenses
Mm-hmm.
are in here. If you guys need any of this information, they're all in here. So please use it and please use this. And I like it because again, it's less tugging over tabs and looking for things, could I go to the agent dashboard, go in here and grab them too? Yes.
And
But
it's all available
yeah,
right here.
but why should I if it's all available right here? Right here,
Right.
right? It's the thing is that our mind goes and wanders, right? So if we're focusing on our transaction and we're putting a transaction where we're tracking compliance review and they're asking for a form, it's all right here. And you grab that form, you fill it up and then you send it off to your client, and it's to sign. So it's simple as that. We want to simplify. I know it's a lot of paperwork. Every brokerage requires a lot of paperwork. That's what we do, right? That's why we hold that license, not only just to open up a door, it's to also be aware of our forms and have knowledge of that. So, um,
And it
we,
helps keep all of us compliant.
yeah, yeah. And I now that I'm actually digging into these forums and stuff, there's a lot of verbiage in there that is very knowledgeable. And I'm
Yes,
just like, and I use those terminologies to also when I'm explaining the transaction to my clients. And I sound, you know, I sound like not like a doctor because they're when they're explaining the MD words, the terms, but you
right.
sound professional because you're reading over those documents. So
Well,
it
it
does
shows your
help.
client the value that you bring to the
Hmm.
to the whole transaction. Yeah.
Sure, sure, sure. Thank you for
This is
that.
how we earn our compensation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm going to go back to transactions. I'm going to go into listings. I'm just going over a few housekeeping things. So I'm
Okay.
going to just click in one of my listings here. Every transaction, whether you're on it's a sale or it's a listing, has these tabs. The front desk still is getting calls. Where can I see the compliance review? Or what are they talking about? Because they get that oops email, and what are they talking about? So these different tabs do different things, right? This is the listing dashboard. It tells you everything about the property. Oh, no, actually not the about the property, but about the transaction. Okay.
Hmm.
And the transaction details are right here. One of our compliance and we all get these, add title and attorney. How you do that is going into parties. You have tabs here, details, parties, and photos. Go into parties, edit parties, and I'm going to go into type, actually, just kidding, because I need to add my attorney here. But I have noticed that on the listing side, it doesn't give you that ability. So this is good stuff here.
Hmm.
Okay. On the sales side, it does. On the listing side, it only requires like the agent client or the referral. If I would toggle over here to the listings and go into that same exact transaction that now is under contract, now it's created as a sale. I go into transaction details, go into parties, edit parties. Now it gives me more options. Do you see that? Because
Yeah.
the system picks up that it's not on the listing. The listing, you just need your seller, your client, your seller client, you, and if there's a referral, and then that's it. And then but now that there's multiple parties because it's under contract, it's going to give you the ability to pick an attorney, select an attorney. Many agents do get confused because Susan Kim comes up. Susan Kim is one of our preferred trusted, attorneys. She's our in our Smart Title family. So she pays a little bit more to show up, right? So like, hey, use me kind of thing. Okay. But if you have your own attorney, you just type in her name. My name is my attorney's name is Melissa Barbosa. And as soon as I'm typing it, her law firm shows up. I highlight that, and she represents the seller. So I'm going to add her to the seller here. Okay. If we already know where we're going to close, because
Right.
one of the complaints that we say, well, I don't know where I'm going to close. If we have that clear to close on your listing or on your purchase, you should know where you're going to close, right? Because they're
Yep. Once
scheduling
you
the
get
closing.
clear to close. Yep.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely. So I know, so I'm going
And
to
this
add the
helps
title
get you paid faster.
100%. Again, if I go into title, Smart title is automatically going to show up. Does this mean that we're going to be closing at smart title? No. Type
Right.
in Chicago title. And Chicago title is one of those things where they're huge, right? So I just picked the Chicago title with no address. It's not specific, and I add it to the seller. Okay, so that's how you add your attorneys and your title. In previous times, the girls in the front, would add this, but there has been so many changes that not with us, but we want to make sure that you input this. So when that commission statement comes in, we match it, the girls match it up, right? So
Right.
it's like, okay, so this transaction closed in Chicago title. Okay, perfect. Because everything is in the RSA. And the more information they have through the RSA, the more information they can see it in the RSB, which is their admin page. That is the back end of the RSA. And it's like, okay, this matches, everything matches. It is money, friends. And we need to make sure that we're not guessing, and they're not inputting. And anything that has to do with money, you can't manipulate it too many times. So please, I know it's an extra step, but please put in that title and those attorneys, especially those attorney. They don't know who's your attorney. They have to call you and then, and then who is your attorney on the file. They have to look. I've seen where they have to sometimes look at contracts. They don't have the time to do that. It is our responsibility to add those as much as information as we can to our portal. So when that check comes in, everything gets done,
And it's the
effectively.
company's way of protecting you
Mm-hmm.
to make sure that you stay in compliance.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All right. So we're gonna be done here. The next tab here is compliance review. Okay, here's my number two. Please add attorney and title. I did that. Yay. So okay, right? So now I'm gonna go down to my compliance review. Addendum not signed by seller or buyer or seller. I do have a little question on that one because I did read it, but I just kept it up just so for my training today. But the other ones, again, I'm missing some initials on the compensation on where the compensation has been changed. A
Hmm.
couple things. If
Right.
I'm missing a disclosure, let's say I'm missing a disclosure or I'm missing something. I go in here, I read it over. Sometimes I take a picture of it and I kind of have it on my phone and I'm like, wow, I'm tugging over to where I can find that form. So you're here, you need a disclosure, you need a form, you go down to downloads, you grab that form, you complete it, you send it over to get it signed. Simple as that. Okay.
Yep.
Um, let's see, documents. Just FYI again, when we upload documents, these things do not automatically populate. I've had, emails. Anna, I uploaded all my documents and it hasn't updated yet. When it says required, even if you have your compensation statement in there and it says required, it's
Hmm.
because Doc Review hasn't seen it. They put the check marks, not us, not the system. The system is not reviewing your documents. The actual people are reviewing your documents. They will organize it to where it needs to go. So when you upload the documents, it's going to go into your inbox. Leave it there. Well, we can't maneuver. I think the old RSA, we were able to kind of like put it into categories. Not anymore. It stays in your inbox. you know, our friends at the compliance team is going to grab items from your inbox and put them into the perspective category and then check them off. Okay, so the system does not turn that red into green once it's uploaded. I just wanted to clarify that. It's a, it seems to be a reoccurring question. Um, so we can go into history and notes. I find this fascinating. Anytime you upload something or it gets reviewed or anything gets touched on your transaction, it time stamps it. So if you think that say I remember sending that addendum that I signed. Did I not? I'm not sure. Go into the history and notes and check it out and see if there is anything there that that um that was turned in or that was revised, by the compliance team, that was reviewed by the compliance team. This would give you some clarity. If it doesn't show up, then okay, then you can email doc review or whatever, but most likely it wasn't. If it's there, you know what? I take a snippet or a picture or something and hey, I think I uploaded it and I give them the time frame, you know, the timestamp. According to the notes or the history, I uploaded it on November 20th. So that helps. It helps a lot. Um, we are also, well, I'm not part of compliance, my friends. I'm kind of like the mediator. I kind of, teach our agents to be, you know, effectively, uh, put in things into the RSA so it can avoid so many red tags in compliance. But I do work as a mediator with compliance. They have told me that many times they're seeing an amount of a ridiculous amount of duplicate transactions and duplicate documents. The reason why is that when I'm going to go back to documents here. When we upload a document, sometimes it takes a little bit to, let's say I don't want to, I don't want to upload something because then I'll go into the same thing. But say I'm going to go into the buyer rep.
And I have noticed it's easier if you upload one document at a time instead of, the whole 14 pages plus the disclosures plus their commission statement. If you do one at a time, it uploads much easier and it doesn't
Yeah,
stall.
it does. And but if you're like me, I do upload everything all
I
together.
know,
However,
I know.
let it let it take its time.
It
There's
takes
a little,
longer,
yeah,
right,
it
when
does
there's
take a
multiple
little longer.
documents.
So
Yes.
if it doesn't populate into the inbox right away, give it some time. Okay. It doesn't take like 5 minutes. It takes like maybe a minute or so, but there's a little, I wish I can upload something. I'm just going to upload, I don't know. And then I'll erase it. But um,
And you have the ability to delete or add documents at any time.
okay, I'm going to upload the compensation and commission, not using Smart Chat. Okay. So I'm uploading. See this little tab here where it says document uploading? Okay. Sometimes when it is multiple documents, it does delay. Don't add again documents, because it's delaying. They're like, oh, I don't see it in my inbox. Okay. So then I add it again and then again. So that's just confusing the compliance review because they're like, oh boy, there's multiple commission statements here. And so what happened here, so that will delay the whole review, and they're like, it's too much. Then the front desk or has to,
We have a
remove
question
those.
on, the
Yes,
uploading part. Um,
yes.
It's Deborah Hallberg. She said, when I upload one at a time, each one takes over the doc that I just uploaded. I'm not sure I understand what that means. And then she said, I also upload a doc, then get oops email that the doc is not there and ask me for it when I know that I added it. Deborah, you can unmute yourself and ask us
Sure.
that
Okay, so
question.
if we uploaded here, if I uploaded one, and let's say I'm uploading one at a time, I'm gonna upload another, and, and I need to erase this when I'm done
Yeah,
because I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
totally confuse. Um,
Right.
so say I'm going to upload another document. When you say it takes it, when you say it replaces.
It takes over the doc that she just uploaded. And I'm not sure that I
I'm not
understand
sure.
that.
I'm not following, Deborah. If you can clarify that, because I see both of the documents here. I see the broker compensation here that I
Right.
first uploaded, and then the buyer representation modification agreement that I uploaded second.
Deborah, can you
Next.
unmute yourself so that we
Okay,
can
maybe
talk to you
yeah,
about this?
I think I just did. Do you hear me now?
I do hear you
Yes,
now.
perfect. Thank
Yes.
you.
Okay,
Thank you.
so I've got documents to upload. So I upload
Hmm.
one and then
Right.
it pops up on the left on that little tiny
Right.
section.
Right.
So then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna
The
upload another
thumbnail.
one,
Right.
the thumbnail. So I
Right.
upload the next one and I just keep going because I'm like uploaded, boom.
Sure.
And then I sign out. I've done it all because I have a punch list. I check off I've done it so I don't have
But
to
you
think
wait for
about
it
it.
to say save, correct? There's a little scroll bar that comes up at the top that says
It does.
documents have been saved.
We
Or I'm
have to
not sure.
wait.
Because
Yeah,
what
we have
happens
to
is
wait
like,
for that.
for instance, the first thumbnail is there, and then the next thumbnail I upload. So now the first thumbnail I uploaded is gone, and then the next
It
one
just
is
scrolls
there.
down. It just scrolls down. It's
See,
still
are you
there.
seeing my page? It
Yeah.
scrolls down. Yeah. So
Well, okay. I don't know why this
honestly,
happens.
yeah,
I don't
rule of
know.
thumb, honestly, is when you upload documents, make sure that they're in here, not so much in this little window here, but in here. So this big window is going to be where the blue is.
Correct.
So if I go here, and I want to make sure everything has been uploaded, um, just to avoid it. And yes, both Debbie and both
Because
Deborah's.
I
Yeah.
don't see any save buttons. Like there should be a save button, and I
There's
never
not a
clicked
save
it.
button when you do
Okay.
documents.
All
The
right.
other portions of it have save buttons, but the documents, when you upload a document, you will see a scroll bar that appears at the top right corner, and it will
Mhm.
say document successfully saved.
So here, I'm going to, and the compliance is going to be totally like, what in the world, Anna? What are you doing? Um, I'm
And
gonna
then
up.
because that's why I don't understand why I literally will be like, okay, I've got the email and it says, okay, upload lead disclosure. Oh, I thought I did that already. Okay, I go in there and it's not there. And I'm like, that's so weird. Everything's there but that. And I know and I have it here. And so then I will upload it again.
Right. And
And
Rick
I
makes
know
a
I
good
did
Rick
it.
is in
And
our
then the
chat.
oops
He
comes
just made
back
a good
again that I
point.
didn't do it.
Sure.
Rick
Okay,
is
Kind of
making a
Deborah,
good
really quick.
point
Hold
to
on a
scroll
second,
through
Debbie.
the little thumbnails and preview them before you exit to make sure that
Yes,
they're there.
yes.
And then you
So I
know
just,
that they've been saved.
yes, yes, thank you. So Deborah, just really, really quick, I'm going to upload one more document and take a look in the right-hand side of your screen. Well, if you're looking at my screen too,
Yeah,
but I'm going to
I'm looking at
upload one
yours.
more thing.
Hmm.
And
See,
there it is.
documents uploaded. It
Yes.
takes a little while for that little ribbon to get completed. And then before you X out of it, make sure everything is uploaded, especially multiple documents.
Right.
All right.
You
Well,
know,
I do see that document uploaded thing. Then the other one is when I try and get out, like I'm done and I'm trying to get out, it keeps I get a pop-up window all the time that says, something like, you either have to hit cancel or some other button, but it doesn't work. Like, are you sure you want to leave because your things aren't really done or something like
Saved.
that?
Oh, see, that's where you're getting that error button.
And then
Are
I'm
you
like, I
sure you
can't
want
get
to leave
out.
with things out being saved?
Yeah. So then
So,
I can't get out of my whole computer. So I just go Control Alt Delete. I got to get out of here for a showing. And so then everything, I don't know. I don't know if it's my computer. I don't know. It's just,
I, I, I think it's not going to let you get out of it without having everything stored in there, like saved. So,
but there's no
I
save
think,
button. That's the thing.
yeah, there is no save button, but if you just let
Not
it,
for documents. The save button
yeah,
is there for everything else.
let it just upload, give yourself a little bit more time and let it upload. And then once it uploads it, it'll show up,
Okay, I'll
in your
pay attention. It's
inbox.
still. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right. So then, what else what is like, okay, so we went a little bit over compliance review and a little bit of any housekeeping items. All right, anything before we move into the nitty-gritty, which is our marketing? Any other questions, any other concerns? All right, so we're gonna go down to our marketing.
Hi, Anna.
And
Hi.
yes,
Sorry,
yes.
I didn't realize I was on mute and I was speaking. I have a quick
Oh, that's okay.
question.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah, so I have a quick question on commission
sure.
inspections. It seems like I have got delayed in submitting it because we were hoping we have kind of preponed the the closing. So can I still do it, or it has to be 10 days prior?
No, honey, for your commission statement,
Yeah,
your
I'm
commission
delayed.
statement
So
needs to
the
be,
I just realized that that we are trying for the closing on 8th at this point, which is 4 days from now. And can I still submit
no,
the
let's get
commission?
that in, yes.
Yeah,
I,
you need
you
to
know what,
submit that.
I've seen it worse. So your commission statement, it's never too late. We do, ideally, we want it 10 days prior so it can go into the RSA, get it reviewed, and then
Mhm.
it's approved for you to send it to your attorney.
Okay.
However, your attorney needs a compensation statement immediately for closing. So
Okay.
so please do it.
Okay.
That I always say your
Okay.
commission statement is your we used to call it green sheets in Keller Williams. And
Okay.
green sheet because okay, you're good to get paid. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like that was
Yeah.
your ticket to get paid.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
please
Okay.
do that as soon as possible. It is never too late. I've
Okay.
Right.
seen it, and thank you for asking that. I've seen
Yeah.
agents come with their closing package and their checks in their hand, and they haven't had a commission statement. And they're doing it as they're giving us the uh, uh, the check. So please, yeah, please do
Okay.
that. It's not too late. I think that is just a reminder. Please do it. Rule of thumb.
Okay.
As
What's
soon as you have a contract and it's
okay. Perfect.
official, it's solid, you went
Yeah.
through, the AI, you're good to
Yeah.
go, do
Yeah.
that commission
Okay.
statement.
Okay.
Okay.
No, that's good to
All
know.
right.
I think I
Thank you
missed that.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Thank you for asking. See, I'd rather for you guys to ask than assume like, oh, it's too late and then you get your check and your closing
Well, and
package.
if you saw earlier on Anna's compliance part,
Hmm.
earlier, it shows like Bobby Schick approved Anna to send it to her attorney. She had
Right.
uploaded her compensation statement, and
Mhm.
now it says it's good to share with your attorney.
Okay.
See, it
Yeah.
says it can be reviewed by your attorney, right?
Right.
Hmm.
Right.
Hmm.
Okay.
So
Hmm.
it starts with your brokerage, which is HomeSmart. You need
Mhm.
to upload the document, and then you have to have make sure that they approve you to share it with the attorney next,
Okay.
The
so that the
reason why
attorney
is
can
because,
share it with the
yeah,
title company to pay you.
Okay.
the reason why here, I'm going to pull up the broker's compensation here for this transaction. The reason why is because there has been um commission statements that have been, given to their attorneys, and it says only like, the decimal is wrong or the percentage is wrong. It's just a typo, but the calculation is wrong. So guess what? The attorneys are at the closing table and they're like, so you're only going to get paid $9, Anna, or 9,000? Um,
Right.
no, I meant to say 9,000. And he's like, and
Mhm.
she's like, well, it only says $9 because your decimals were incorrect.
Right.
I'd rather for it to get screened either by me or, by compliance than us
Mhm.
looking, than the attorneys be like, you know, um, your numbers are wrong.
Right.
Right.
So because it goes through, this compensation statement goes through different hands, it goes through different hands. So,
Mhm.
you want to make sure that that money, again, anything that has to do with money has to be reviewed. Simple as
Okay.
that.
Right.
And it's not just, and we know this, right? Like we know this. It's not just some change. It's thousands of dollars. So, that's why it's not that HomeSmart is being picky. It's that we have to see it and also make sure that they keep in their record. So I work closely with our commissions girl, Annalisa, and she is great. And she cross-checks the
Right.
compensation statement
Okay.
with what's on here, you know, and
Right.
she looks at notes and because she doesn't know how the deal is doing. She doesn't, so they're only they're referencing on those commission statements.
Mhm. Right.
Thank you so much for, yeah, and this is great. This is great. This is why we have this training, just to discuss this, because this is everyday problems, which is totally fine. This is how we learn and grow
Right.
together. All right, awesome.
So, do I
Okay.
have to do it here or I have to download
No, but here is
Chicago?
when
I download
the
the PDF, right? And then put it there.
yes,
Yeah, okay.
I love
And
her.
then
Okay,
once
yes, let me
you,
show you. I love
yeah,
showing you. Okay, here you go. So, all right, so say um you need your commission statement, right? And then you go into downloads,
downloads, yeah.
you
And
go
then
into
Chicago title,
commission.
so I get the one which is not using a smart title, right?
Beautiful. Yes, you download it
Yeah.
and it should show up here.
Hmm.
And then you just, yeah, create it. Always rule of thumb, input as your decimal.
Okay.
Again, if I do, let's see, if I do this, or if I just do 3, it's going to
Mhm.
show up to 300%. If I
Okay.
just do a 0.3, because I've
Hmm.
seen this, it's 30%, you know, and
2.5.
we're in a rush, right? We're in a rush. We're getting this done, and our decimals can be wrong. I think in one of mine, I added too many zeros or something. My numbers were wrong. And that's where the 9 came up. I think I was in a rush and I did like 30%. I don't know what. And my attorney's like, you're only going to get paid $9 for this transaction. I'm like, oh, no. So it was, we were
And it
laughing, but
automatically calculates for you
it
once you have
does.
a
Yeah.
purchase price.
What's this? Okay, perfect. Yeah. So there's 2 ways you can do it. I would recommend using the downloads and searching for that document, then that document, or you can go into the HomeSmart documents and they're in there. Compensation statements it's one of those forms that you can find them everywhere. When I'm training, I think I must count like maybe 4 places where I can find them because they're everywhere. And
Yes.
I think for that reason, because this is our ticket to get paid, you know?
Okay.
So
Another question, once that is approved by the compliance, I need to send it or it will automatically go to, if like, we have in-house attorney, will it automatically go to them or I need to send?
no,
You need
no,
to send it.
you have to. Once it
You
gets
have to.
approved,
Yeah,
I download it again,
yeah.
I save it and then send it over to my attorney.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, makes sense.
yeah.
Okay.
I wish things would automatically get done, but no.
No, I thought if it is like, someone who is home is smart attorney, right, approved, like, so then it might take.
Oh, sure, sure. No, even we still have to we still have to send it to them. All right, so it's 11, we're at 11:04. So
Yeah.
we're going to touch base a little bit of our marketing. Okay,
Mhm.
so we have our under the marketing, we have our smart tools. Smart tools are these things that are linked to your listings or your transactions. Okay, so smart tools gives you the ability to have like a smart tube link um, and create a smart flyer or a gallery. So again, I'm going to go into, let's say, this transaction here. And it shows the video on your home. Obviously, it's going to um, to promote HomeSmart, right? So this is the smart tools. It creates a video for your listing. Did everybody see how I got to this? So in your smart tools under marketing, you go into smart tools, your transactions are going to show up here. The smart tools are right here. The smart tool options are here: video, flyer, and gallery. Okay.
And what's the third one? I'm sorry.
The gallery,
The
it's
gallery.
like
Okay,
more,
so it's
yeah,
photos.
yeah,
Yeah.
in the same, yeah. So the
Gotcha.
gallery looks like this. It's,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, this is the flyer, my bad.
Uh-huh.
This is the flyer. Sorry, I had a,
So if you wanted to create a video for one of your listings, this is how you do it.
It
Very cool.
automatically does it for you. Yeah, it automatically does it for you. So this is the gallery here.
So Anna, do you have to have a YouTube account first to be able
No,
to do that?
because HomeSmart has the YouTube account. So you don't. So when you go into the YouTube link for this, let's say here, and you want to share it to your seller. Okay, so then there's a link here, share.
Uh-huh.
And say, hey, I like to share this little, and and it gives you the ability on how to share it. You can do it on Facebook. You can, do a copy. Here's a URL. You copy and paste it. You send it to their on their phone to your seller. Keeps, gets them excited that you had a little video done on that. I mean, it's not the best music. I mean, I've also done my own, on social media or whatever as a reel,
Right.
but this is a good introduction. It's professional. It's nice. But so it is, that's what it's under the smart tools.
Very
Um,
cool.
if you don't have if we, Debbie, remember, I just wanted to kind of be transparent here. If I just created the 2141 Colorado listing
Right.
today, It's not going to show up. Let it populate. Let your professional pictures get in there. I don't like these other two. They went on the market so fast and they went under contract, like, right away. So I didn't get the ability to do professional pictures. So,
Right, yeah,
but it
yeah.
didn't. Um, so my point is, it does take a little while for those YouTube things to populate. If you
Okay,
listed it, if you went live, what was it, yesterday, and then
right.
it will probably be ready maybe,
But what a
in a few.
great way to advertise your listing.
Yeah, well, for sure. And it's free, right? Like, and
Fantastic.
then share it to your seller and,
And share it on
and
your social
hmm
media and share it in all
sure.
those Facebook groups that you're
hmm
in. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so definitely
Awesome tools.
take advantage of these little free things that cost you nothing. It doesn't even cost you time, like,
Yeah, it's
so
barely that. Right,
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 time for us is money. So the
right.
next tab is my agent site, and this is where we're going to concentrate a little bit more. A lot of agents that I see don't have this. They don't even know that this exists. So you can manage your agent site, my friends. The more that you put into this, the more better your HomeSmart website is going to appear. Okay, so for instance, I have my picture here, I have my title, my tagline, a little, about myself, the areas of my expertise within my bio. Um, if, I don't, I used to have um, a link, an external link. An external site link is when you buy a a like a domain from GoDaddy or Squarespace. Squarespace is what Google uses now. It's like a GoDaddy account. And so you can create your own website. You can link it to here, and then it merges everything together. Debbie you have it at therealmccoy.com, or how is it, right? And then,
Right,
so if I
right,
search you up, it shows up.
right.
You search her up really quick. What is it, honey?
I
Is
have
it,
DeborahMcCoy.com. DeborAH.
oh, okay.
There you go.
Um,
McCoy, MCCOY.com. So I purchased the domain name and then I linked my website to that domain name. No space there
no space.
in between
I'm
Deborah
sorry.
and McCoy.
I keep getting this pop up, and it doesn't allow me.
Add the
What
H
do you,
back on.
yeah, what do you call it? The recording. I keep getting this pop up and it doesn't allow me to
Oh,
see.
let me see if I can help on this side of me.
You're
Okay.
a doctor, honey. It doesn't show up. I
Yeah.
can't see. I'm
Type it
sorry. I see, not that I'm,
into the
yeah,
main bar, the Google
yeah.
bar at the top.
hmm
DeborahMcCoy.com will automatically come up.
See, I swear I know how to spell my friends, but I just can't see. Um,
MCCOY.com. There you go. Okay, now that should come up. There we go.
see it
That's
how
my
it
website.
automatically, her domain is linked to her HomeSmart Connect
Hmm.
page. And so if you, and because she has tied everything
And
together.
there's my listing. So if
And there's
anybody
your
has
listing.
anybody who wants to buy a property in Elmwood Park, please send your buyers this weekend for the open house.
It's so cute. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so cute. Sorry, friends. I didn't mean to like kind of, I know how to type. I keep getting this recording thing like blocking my screen.
Right.
Okay, so we're back in here. So yes, so that if you do purchase your own domain, you can put it in here, it merges everything together. Your social media URLs. If you guys need help locating this, please reach out to me. I'll be happy to, to show you how to locate your URLs for your social media and copy and paste them into here. You have your referral information. What are your designations? What are your civic activities, real estate specialties, hobbies? I still, like the more the better. They want to know who you are. So, what languages do you speak? What areas do you specialize? What awards have you won? So definitely is get that, in a downtime, get that get that put it input it. I'm sorry. I'm at work, but I'm not working. The office is calling me. Okay. So that is again under marketing. We have our My Agent site, and then we have Smart Sites 2.0. What's the difference? So I'm going to go into Smart Sites 2.0. This is where you can preview your website. Okay. So when you enter all those things on your managed website, then it would appear here. Okay.
Yep.
This website is free, my friends. It just requires a little time, some TLC of your time, for you to complete it.
Personalize it to yourself.
Just personalize it to yourself.
Right.
Absolutely. It's free. The only thing that I have to tell you, and I'm going to be very, very transparent, is that if you want to share your link to your website, you have to copy this long thing on the main search bar.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'm actually going to go by annamorado.com, kind of like Debbie, right? Because look at
Right.
how easily it was for us to, besides my technical difficulties, to locate Deborah McCoy,
Right.
right? And boom, it
Right.
showed up.
And then you can put that on your business card. You can put it in
Yes.
your social media. It's so much easier.
Yes. So that's the only thing. It's that long thing that you have to,
It's a great way to market yourself and the properties that you have.
to share. So, your website shows you you're active, you're sold. Even if you transfer from another brokerage, my friends, your sold properties are your sold properties. When I work with new agents that are coming in from another brokerage and they're amazed that their website already shows their productivity, they're like, I love this. I love this. It's because again, it's linked to your MLS, right?
Right.
It's linked to your
Right.
MLS. So
Right.
that is
It's awesome that it
you
transfers
saw those,
over.
it
Yes.
transfers over, right? It
That's
transfers over.
awesome.
So
Yes.
when the average Joe, average consumer is seeing this website, they're like, oh, well, she's not, she, she has some properties in here. She sold some properties. She has leased some properties. She has active properties, um, so yeah, so it's very nice. So, I do encourage you guys to, so like these other ones, I was not even with HomeSmart. I was with
Right.
another brokerage and they all transferred over. But again, it's my productivity, right? It's not the company's, it's mine.
Right.
So
Can I,
yes,
like,
sure.
when I go through my website, I see the pictures don't fully come up of the property sold for whatever reason. I don't,
Yours doesn't.
not all of the, you'll see like just a, shape of a house, a gray box shape of a house, but it doesn't actually have the house. I don't know why.
How was it in the MLS?
It
Was
has
it
the
a
house.
private?
Yeah,
It has a
no.
house, yeah.
So I have to
Because
take,
it feeds
maybe I'll go
from
do
the
smart site.
IDX feed,
Yeah,
right?
it feeds from the MLS.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every time your name is on a sold or a listing or something,
Mhm.
it feeds out of the MLS. So yeah. So this is
Awesome.
building your website is not rocket science, at least here, is just entering your information. Again, if we recap this, it's going back to manage agent site, which is under marketing, my agent site here, and inputting a lot more, more information here. So your picture, you can update the picture. You don't have to use the picture that is on your profile. You can upload a different picture. It does take about a couple hours to update it. I have to admit that it does too. So if I upload here a new picture.
Anna, it's on, when I look at my website on my phone, that's when I see how there's no, like the house itself doesn't show up.
What if you see it on your desktop,
Like
on
a
your actual site?
gray box. Do you see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
do that?
phones are a little crazy. So I just check it. Are you in front of your computer?
Yes.
Does it show the same thing?
I have to open up a tab. Hold on one second here
Okay.
without losing the meeting. So,
Oh, sure. I gotcha.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I'll have to take a
Yeah.
look at it. It's weird. It's for like a lot of houses. It doesn't show the house itself, and they were not in the private network.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, okay. I'll have
Okay.
to, yeah, I got all my reviews on there, which is good. I copied and pasted, not all of them, but a majority of them.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's awesome. Okay, so I just updated the picture and I'm gonna save it. I want I want to be complete transparent
Hmm.
that my website is not going to show that new picture. So if I go into Smart Sites 2.0 preview website, oh, it did.
That's
It's
a good.
calling me a liar. Okay, so yeah, it did. In some cases, it doesn't, and because the reason why when a new agent comes in and I ask for their headshot, I put them into their profile and they still have the little symbol of the HomeSmart Connect. And it drives me crazy. And I'm like, oh, probably, but in a few hours it does populate. So I guess it does. Okay. Um, so it proved me wrong.
I
RSA
think
proved
the
me wrong.
connectivity has improved with all the new
Oh,
branding and
absolutely.
everything.
Well, I think so too. And it's a lot of home smarts are actually creating these trainings now that there's more exposure. And we talked to in the elite dinner, I was speaking to Todd, right? Todd, yes. And we need to really amp up a lot of our tools here, even if they're simple tools, but let it be effective, right? Because we're constantly this field as agents in real estate, we tend to constantly grow and we want more and more and more. So I think they're really working hard on this. Oops, it kicked me
Can
out.
you show us how to
Um,
upload a picture one more time,
Sure.
Anna?
Sorry, it
Just
kicked me
real
out a little
quick to
bit.
walk through the steps again?
You got it.
so are we going to talk about the Keeping Current Matters integration?
We are,
Yes,
Kelly.
we
Give
are
me
Okay,
a
going to
good.
yeah.
get
Just make
there.
sure.
Yes, we are going to get there.
Okay. So we are going back to my
Oh, I'm
agent
sorry.
site.
She's asking about profile picture instead. I'm sorry.
So profile,
Yeah.
your
How do
profile
how do
picture.
we put
Yeah.
up our
So
profile picture?
so did you see that it did also update my profile? I no longer have the brown.
I
I
see it
have
now.
this
Yes.
one. So
Mhm.
there's two ways. You can click on your picture here, go to profile, and upload a new picture here. Okay. Or go down to marketing, go down to my agent site, and do it here too. And the beauty of it is that whatever picture is here for your marketing things, it populates. So now if we're going down to Marketing Design Center and we're going to be creating some sort of flyer or something, let's say
Market stats. Let's do market
market
stats. We were
stats.
talking about that. Or keeping current matters. You could do that as well. It's the timely consumer content
Where I can't. Oh
right
yeah,
there.
there you go.
Consumer
Sorry.
marketing. And then open the consumer marketing. And there's your timely content. So this
Sorry
gets
here.
updated weekly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you can share this information. It's resourced from Keeping Current Matters, which is another subscription that most people would have to pay for. But once
Sure.
again, because we are members of HomeSmart, we have this as our advantage that HomeSmart is providing to all of us.
Sure. So I did one yesterday. I had a lot of time in the airport, my friends, and I was playing with it. So, um,
Those layovers get to you,
oh,
huh?
it did. As long as I have Wi-Fi, I am a happy camper. Don't worry me.
Right.
And as long as yeah, and it was happy hour somewhere, so I definitely was working either with a cup of coffee or a glass of wine, that's for sure.
Right.
For anybody that didn't come into our conversation, I was in the airport. I was stuck in the airport for 12 hours yesterday, and yeah, so
So these
Wi-Fi,
are great social media posts that you can use again on a
absolutely.
weekly basis because they're rotating these out weekly with new
Hmm.
content.
So yeah, these are all social media stuff.
Um,
Let's
excuse me, so
And
we
they're
don't have to pay
editable.
for the what do you call it, guys, thing anymore?
Keeping current
Sorry.
matters.
Keeping Current Matters, I always paid for it. I just got rid of it not long ago because I'm like,
This is sourced from Keeping Current Matters. So these
oh,
social media posts are coming from Keeping Current Matters.
oh my,
That's
okay.
where they're getting their information from. Can you show maybe one of them with numbers
sure.
that
And
show?
that's what
I
I
don't
was,
know.
where do I go? How do I go in here to see my design? Let's see here. Is it my design?
Yeah,
Oh, this is what
something
I
with
was here.
something that, Keeping Current Matters would show.
Okay. So I did this yesterday, right? So I pulled up two markets. I pulled
Mhm.
up the Lincoln Hills market and I was playing around with it because I have a lot of time, my
Is
friends,
this
and I
one the
had to write
market
pictures.
stats?
Yeah, this is on the market
This is
stats.
market stats. This
Oh,
is
it is.
different than the Keeping Current Matters.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Got it. Okay. All
Yeah.
right, let me save it and go back. Hate that it opens up so many tabs. Sorry. Okay, so if we go Marketing Design Center,
Get the screen regarding keeping. Okay, so let's walk through the steps again. We're gonna go to Marketing Design Center,
okay.
and then we're gonna scroll down.
So hover over your left-hand side. If you guys are following
Right.
along with me, go down to Marketing, Marketing Design Center.
Hmm.
Okay.
And then you click on that, and then you scroll down some more.
Market Stats.
The market stats is
The
good, but
market
we want
stats
to
are right
concentrate
here,
on Keeping Current Matters right now,
and
which
then
is
we're
consumer
right at
marketing.
Consumer
which is
marketing. Where's
And then
that?
you go into timely consumer content.
hold on a second, Debbie. Hold on a second. Market
Oh, sorry.
Stats. Yeah, Market Stats is right here, right below Market Stats. It's consuming marketing. If you hover over it, it would open timely consumer contact. Click on
That's the
that.
one that is supplied by Keeping Current Matters.
Yes. So we're going to do this one here, create a design. And we're gonna, thank you, create it. But this just, okay, so this is current. It doesn't pull up any numbers like the other one, right, Debbie?
They're creating
They're
these
supplying the
for us.
verbiage, they're supplying
Right,
the information. Got it.
right.
So then
They're-
this is, yeah.
But they're getting the information from Keeping Current Matters.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay,
So what
perfect.
I can't read that one well enough because it's really small.
It's here, let me
So
this
it
is
says
most
almost
Americans expect a recession. You know,
almost
most ex
2 in 3
yeah.
of Americans think a recession is coming. Only 1 in 3 economists think a recession is coming.
Mm-hmm. And maybe this is not the best one. Let me go back to
Yeah,
another one. How do I go back here? Close on this.
but that's basically the same kind of content that you would receive from Keeping Current Matters, and then you would have to create your own social media post and do all that work. This work is being done for us.
Yes, yes. So let's do here. We're gonna create this one.
These are awesome tools. I love these
Mm-hmm.
tools.
Mm-hmm.
And a
We're
lot
gonna
of times everybody asks me, Deb, where are you getting all the social media posts? This is it. This is where.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So here's this one. Top projects agents recommend before selling. Okay, we're gonna zoom in. This is what it looks like. Okay, mine says the HomeSmart Connect Elite, but you know you can it can change through HomeSmart.
So
So what
that's a
I
goal for everybody. You need to have
yes
10 transactions to become HomeSmart Connect Elite per year. And that is usually decided October through October. It's
and
based
the
on a
beauty of
fiscal
it
year,
is
not on
once
a
an
calendar
elite,
year.
always an elite because it keeps you pumped up to be always an elite. You know, it's a token. So I'm super excited. I just made it, you know,
Right,
this year. So
right.
then once you belong to elite, then your tagline or your logo would be your Connect Elite. You can do
HomeSmart
both.
Connect
So
Elite.
yeah, yeah, you can do
And
both.
really, that's totally achievable. That's one transaction a month, not even each year.
Hmm. Yeah.
That's taking off October and maybe December.
Awesome.
And
All
David
right.
said, congratulations, Anna.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, even though I feel like I'm working at the office all the time. But yeah, thank you so much. All right. So this is the current matters. I am going to go back to the stats because that is
Yes,
actually to me, it was more like mind blowing because
it's
again,
very cool.
it's awesome. Okay. So I'm going to go back to like marketing
Right,
down to marketing design center.
right.
And I wish my friends to be easier is that, you know, these were a little bit more because I think that um things can be missed. Like I did not see the timely consumer content. I'll be honest with you, I did not see it yesterday. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to teach this and I don't know where it's at. But, you know, because I didn't see it, it's like fate, you know, it's like it's not bolded. But I that's why I'm like, oh, it's under market stats, you know. So under brand guide, you have logos. I'm just going to recap of what these features are. Most popular templates, logo files, brand guides, market stats are right here. We're going to go to digital. Digital are the ones that you can share
Right.
digitally to your social media and to your clients, you know, or to whoever, you know, so that these are it. So what the ones that I did was the market stats for 2 locations. There is market stats for, I think there
You can
was
even just do one. Say you want to
one.
farm a neighborhood. You could
Hmm.
type in the zip code for that particular neighborhood, and then you can focus on just that one zip code.
Just that one, yeah. So
Hmm.
going back to my saves here, what it looks like is that I'm going to go here. Let's say here. I'm gonna do, give me a, just do. All right, let's do a location. Give me a town.
I use my zip code all the time, 60707,
60707.
which is Elmwood Park.
I'm gonna type it. 60707.
It's also Galewood, Montclair. We share an address with a portion of Chicago,
Oh,
or
nice.
a zip code. We share a zip code with.
So when you select a date, you can go back to quarterly. You can go back to the first quarter, second quarter. You know, I did, I think for one of my practices I did last month. I did this year because, you know, let's check it out.
Yeah, I like year to date.
Year to date, property type, residential. I didn't do price because I wanted to pull up all of them. Do you want me to do price, Debbie?
No, I
Okay.
would not. Yeah, because people aren't want to just see how many listings are happening in their area.
Okay. Add a location. So this is another location. Let's add
Yeah,
another.
that's if you wanted to do another zip code would be 60706. And that would be Norridge, Harwood Heights area.
Perfect. Do the same thing.
And then do the same, right, the same analysis, year to date, and single family.
Oops, sorry, not single family.
That way you're comparing apples to apples in both
That's right.
areas.
This one asked me for another location. I thought we had two locations.
I thought, how many are we doing?
I don't know.
Yeah, why is it asking
All
for
right,
so
we're gonna
many?
do great. I
Yeah,
think it's
two is
allowing
more
me.
than enough, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we're
So here's
looking at
Elmwood
here.
Park, yeah.
One park, you know, 403 new listings, 254 homes sold.
A pretty active zip code.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then the neighboring town, which I love comparing. Look at the difference.
Right,
Okay. So I'll show you mine because what my zip code would differs is the school district. Does yours have something like that too? You know, mine is
right,
Lincoln Hills and versus Huntley. I live in Lincoln Hills, pay Lincoln Hills taxes, but my girls go to Huntley schools. If I would want to go live in Huntley, pay Huntley taxes just to go to the Huntley schools, you'll see the
right,
difference on how crazy that is, right?
right.
Right. So, I mean, this is good stuff.
So
And
you
it's
can see
very,
the
very
difference
simple.
here, that the
Mm-hmm,
median
mm-hmm.
sales price of these homes is just a little bit more expensive in this other zip code. So of course,
Exactly.
there's fewer listings and fewer homes sold because of the price
Mm-hmm.
point.
Because of the price point. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So very good stuff. And these
Yes,
are great. These are great for your seller presentations when you're,
yes.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Or
And
just
social media,
in
again,
social media.
if you're
Absolutely. Yes, Miss
you can
Debbie.
post social media to different groups.
Mm-hmm.
I've joined so many groups. I'm in the Arlington Heights group. I'm in the Elmwood Park group. I'm in Palatine, Des Plaines, Mount Prospect. I mean, I can name them all. And so you can post and farm into different areas.
I love it. I love it. Okay.
And then
All right.
it's not like you're just trying to sell something. You're actually providing knowledge.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You're
Yes.
showing them the value that you bring to the transaction.
I'm getting that pop up again. Sorry. All right. Any questions? Any further questions with these two things? I know we touched a lot today. But It's just endless things that we can do here in RSA. I mean, you know, like
Right.
Can I ask a question about
sure.
the stats? Can you make them into postcards?
I believe if you wanted to do print rather than digital.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on a second. Let me go in there. Oh, I just closed mine off. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm getting that little
And just so that you know where we are on time, we're 11:38,
past.
Anna.
I know. Yeah, give me
Yeah.
1 second. Let me just go into Marketing Design Center again, and we'll do market
Marketing.
stats,
Yeah,
print.
print.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And the print one, my friends, you can, do your picture.
It
So
looks like it's a flyer.
it's a
Right.
flyer. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
anything can be, even if it's a JPEG. A JPEG can be converted to a flyer or a postcard. When
Right.
you work with your vendor, when you're with your printing, even if it's FedEx, is it in a JPEG file? Is it in a PDF? What is it at? So regardless if it's a social media post or for print, it's just the only difference is the resolution.
Right.
You know, so
Right.
that's the only difference. But anything can be converted to a postcard.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
All
thank you.
right.
Very
You're
good.
welcome. So wonderful. All right. So we are all good with the RSA. We have, if you, those, for of you that do not have your website completed, please complete it. Put yourself
Get your
out there.
profile updated.
Yes.
Get your
Yeah.
website updated.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for growing together. And I look forward to helping me. If you guys have any further questions, I can be emailed at resources at HomeSmart Connect. And I would love to connect with you. I mean, even if you need a refresher's course on anything, please, I would love to connect with you. All right. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right, Miss Debbie.
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
go,
stop the
sweetie, okay?
recording.